We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Yeah, this is Everton Blender, and it's all about the young police from Jamaica, seeing Young Police Channel. Big up yourself, Everton Blender said that. We no afraid, we no see no one where we afraid of. Blessed love, Rastafari.
Yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police Channel. To our loyal viewers and subscribers, at the channel we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because it saves lives. That is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives on this channel. We at this channel aid criminals, their financiers, their supporters, enablers, and the likes with a passion, and we do not want them over here. Yes, let us repeat ourselves. We do not want any criminal supporters over here. Please, we do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes, or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you, the criminal supporters, enablers, financiers, and all the likes, to go to prison or madness. Let me repeat myself. We at the Jamaica Young Police Channel, we do not want the criminal supporters and their circle over here. We want you to go to prison or madness. Moving on to our video.
Yes, as I've said before and I'll say again, if you are over here and you're not learning anything, you're at the wrong channel, because the Jamaica Young Police Channel is not an entertainment channel. It will give you a variety of things, especially things that uplift you, inspire you, so you aspire to be a better person. Make you think critically. Some people can't think, some people, they use the emotion to think. So once they disagree with something that you say, they get upset. That's why most people will never grow. Trust me, whether or not you want to believe it, the world right now, we are regressing in the world. Yeah, man, we are things going back to where it was. So you have a fight feet, you understand? That's how it is. Wrong is right and right is double right. Those who refuse to go along with the slave masters and them offspring, well, prepare for the consequences. As I said before and I say again, only one time I can die. So I don't live my life and worry about death. That is inevitable. Millions of my ancestors has died for me, so that's why I'm here. That's a part of life. It is appointed to man to die once. Yeah, so right now you're looking at a man. His name is Javon Pinnock. We won't stop highlight this man until he's caught somewhere or the other. Either is caught, arrested, and then extradited to America. Yeah, man, to New York, for him to face his judgment in court for killing Javon Jemison, a youth named Blingers from East Kingston. Yes, Blingers was in the United States of America legally, and Javon Pinnock was in the United States illegally. Yes, and he killed the Jamaican youth. So today we're going to let you watch a video. Those of you who can control yourself and have tolerance and understand, that you don't act with emotions, you're going to watch a video very, very, it's not for the faint of heart, because, we are, especially in our culture in Jamaica, when somebody spit at you spit on you or at you, people in Jamaica don't take that kindly and they react differently. So you are going to see, we're going to show you two videos, in two separate intervals, and ask you, how would you deal with it? Someone spitting at you like, I don't even know, because not even dog you can't spit at. So you're about to watch a video that showcases in real time the sheer abuse and indignity that black people often endure while taking care of others in vulnerable settings. The footage is a stark reminder of systemic and personal disrespect that continue to persist even in the environments where care and empathy should prevail. The incident depicted in the video is not only despicable but profoundly disheartening and heart-wrenching. It underscored the harsh reality faced by many black caregivers who, despite their dedication and professionalism, are subjected to acts of dehumanization and blatant disrespect. For those of you who support what happened to this black woman, I urge you to reflect deeply and articulate why you stand by such actions. Is there a justification in your mind for this treatment? For this, white woman to spit at her? If so, what does that say about your views on respect, human dignity, and fairness? Explain your reasoning so others can better understand your perspective, even if it stands in contrast to what is fundamental human. For those who stand against this reprehensive act, take a moment, share why you feel it is unacceptable. What emotion does it evoke in you? How do you think such situations should be addressed to ensure accountability and prevent future incidents? Your voice matters in condemning and seeking to correct this injustice. This video is not just an isolated moment of cruelty. It's a microcosm of the larger struggle against systemic racism, bias, and inequality. It's a call to action for all of us to examine our roles in perpetuating or challenging the cycle of abuse. So let this moment serve as a reminder that silence in face of injustice is complicity, and every act of resistance begins with calling out what is wrong. One of the main reasons why we are showing this video, remember Mark Golden, the illegal immigrant in Jamaica, all of his ancestors are white. Mother, father, grandfather, there's no black people in his family until him have no black people, black descendants in his family. So him don't know the inhuman and disrespect that our ancestors have been through. So we're going to let you watch the first video. You watch, you listen, and you decide. And please, just share your comments in the comment section below and tell us how you feel as a person, whether you're woman, man, black, yellow, white, Chinese, Indian, you understand? Tell us how you feel in the comment section. Yes, how many of you, honestly, what would you do in this humiliating situation? How would you handle this situation? Someone spitting at you. Yeah. How many of you could maintain your composure in such a deeply humiliating and provocative situation, resisting the urge to respond with violence? The incident depicted a caregiver enduring the deliberate and intentional aggression of an elderly white woman challenges the boundaries of patience, professionalism, and human dignity. For most people, particularly caregivers who are already under immense emotional and physical strain, this scenario tests the very limits of self-control. Remaining composed under such circumstances is an extraordinary act of emotional resilience. For many caregivers, their roles demand not just physical labor, but also emotional labor, including the ability to navigate challenging behaviors from those they care for. And I want to tell you, whether or not you want to believe it, them not really get much benefit per se, Hey, trust me, everything, is slavery all over, Remember, right now, in America, 20 years ago, people were working more money than what them working now. When I talk about dollars and cents, I really watch the numbers. But 20 years ago, people are worth more money. That was in that I early time them that in early in middle of the 1990s, early 2000s, 20 years ago. So people not really in America not really earn money. Many caregivers role demands not just physical labor but emotional labor. So you have to understand, say, draining. So this expectation, however, does not negate the human instinct to defend oneself against disrespect and harm. These are things will lead to sometime in Jamaica where people say, boy, you have to just do what you have to do with them things, because when you shame a dog, you can't have a dog, he may bite you. So in this instance, the elderly woman's actions spitting on the caregiver's face go beyond more rudeness. They are deliberate, intentional acts designed to provoke and humiliate. Such behavior strips away the dignity of the victim, leaving her to grapple with dual burden of processing her emotions while maintaining her professionalism. The power of dynamics at play, the racial and power of dynamics in the situation cannot be ignored. Historically, black caregivers are often placed in roles where they are expected to serve with unwavering patience, even in the face of outright abuse. The elderly white woman's action reflect a broader pattern of entitlement and dehumanization that has been ingrained in societal struggles for centuries. And you have to understand, in America now, you have some people in here, they are Hispanics, white people call them speaks or specs. That means saying the white people them respect black people more because black people admit to them black. These are people who admit to them black. They want to say them white, so them join with the oppressors because them hate black people too, them hate themselves. So that's how we are now right now in America. So they're them join up with the oppressors, the haters them against black people, and then become a part of it. Same people them, yeah. So this dynamics place an unfair burden on caregivers, who must not only endure the abuse but also suppress any visible reactions for fear of being labeled as aggressive or unprofessional. And everything them label and say, boy, you're belligerent as black person and you get angry, easy or angry black. Them know if you use words and all of these things. So the caregiver's restraint in face of such provocation is not just an act of self-control, but also a reflection of the difficult decisions caregivers often face. Should they assert their dignity and risk losing their job, or should they suppress their emotions to maintain the fragile peace and retain their livelihood? Alright, may I tell you something now? So me have a cousin and them thing there, trust me, hey. So she did go upon some work experience. I not say a which country, I not call her name. And them it's just like for your ear, and for after the year now them file for your papers and all of them things. And like about 8 months of them thing there, you have a white woman in the thing, in a program, So she talk to the black people them in there anyway, But my cousin fear it don't take nothing for chip it, and she gonna make the mistake, and go mess with because I tell you, hey, she tell a white woman for go laba juice all her mother and her husband, and she go and wicked. So she was one of them best worker and thing, and so as usual, them get black people for them get black people on the program too. For they are the ones who supposed to explain to them what my cousin had meant when she used the words them, to the white woman. You understand? So, and I can tell you, say, so they were giving my cousin the opportunity for apologize, and she will still get her, she will still get all of her benefits that she is entitled to if she stay in her country. If she apologized, she said, she said, I apologize anytime people disrespect me. Disrespect what? She said, me come back to my yard because me running from Jamaica. You understand? And them get a lot of award, and during the award that they were giving her, them ask her, say, if she's sorry about the thing, then she said, oh, you know, you hear me say, Macana in my yard at Jamaica, me not apologize for nothing. And she cussed the woman again. Hopefully I might them turn it up. So I know black people you can play with it. Although she black, but she not white, you understand? She mixed because her mother, she mixed. She have long hair. Yeah, so for most caregiver, maintaining composure, such as in the situation, is an expectation, not a choice. Yet not all would be able to suppress their emotions. The natural response to an attack, especially one as degrading as being spat on consistently, is to defend oneself, either verbally or physically. To expect caregivers to consistently rise above such provocation without any outlet for their anger or frustration is to demand a superhuman level of tolerance. The elderly woman actions appear calculated, adding another layer of complexity. Spitting in someone's face is not an impulsive act. It is one of the most degrading gestures, loaded with contempt and meant to strip the recipient of their humanity. The deliberate nature of this act suggests an awareness of the caregiver's position, a belief that the caregiver would not retaliate due to the inherent power imbalance. This assumption underscores the deeply ingrained societal privileges that enable such behavior. So if you were in the caregiver's position, how would you have responded? Could you have maintained your composure, or would the indignity of the moment have compelled you to react differently? This is not a question of right or wrong, but rather a reflection on the profound emotional and moral conflict such a situation creates. So this incident serves as a stark reminder of challenges caregivers face daily, particularly those from marginalized communities. And it's a call to support a system for caregivers. Employers and institutions must provide robust support system for caregivers, ensuring that they have avenues to report abuse and seek emotional and professional assistance. Accountability and consequences. Individuals who engage in abusive behavior, regardless of age or status, must face consequences for their actions. Respect and dignity are not negotiable. And if she even call the police on her, they may arrest her for common assault or assault, because the master she old. When you're old in America, you get rid of it. You have immunity from certain things. Yeah, like all one time in a West Palm Beach, elderly man drive on the wrong way and kill 5 people, and they never do him anything. This should return to say, boy, is an old man and I'm thinking them old and white, and him kill black, white and some Spanish, people, and care wrong way. And not doing him just go to hospital and go back home and them thing, and that was it. If I was a black person, straight to prison. I tell you, in a West Palm Beach, that was in a West Palm Beach, that was in a 2000, yeah, West Palm Beach. You understand? So society must confront and dismantle the structures of that perpetuate entitlement and dehumanization. So we're the most hated people in the world, but we love everybody and nobody not love we. So this includes addressing racial and class-based disparities that allow such incident to occur and check. Empathy and respect. Caregiving is an act of service that deserves appreciation and respect. Caregivers should never be placed in positions where their dignity is compromised for the sake of maintaining peace. This situation is not just a test of individual composure, but a reflection of a broader societal issue. While the caregiver's restraint may be commendable, it's also heartbreaking reminding of the sacrifices and indignities many endure in silence. So it's up to us to challenge these injustices and create a world where dignity and respect are not luxuries but guaranteed for everyone. I can tell you in America, it's going to step up. It will get worse for black people in America, yeah. Come January 2024 in America. So I want you to watch the second and last video, and you're going to some more disturbing thing. Hope you can stomach it without losing your cool. So you watch, you listen, you decide. Well, I have the greatest amount of respect for this sister. Believe you me. Yes. She she washing the dishes in a position of vulnerability, both physically and emotionally. She's likely preoccupied with her task, immersed in the repetitive, and often acknowledge, that the space where she at, she have to just abide by their rules and feel like, that she have to just do what she have to do to survive, whether or not she wanted to believe. But it's not every black person is going to be allowing themselves to be dehumanized in that way without responding. Yeah, I will tell you that to remain in such a way under such circumstances speak volumes to the kind of person she is. This focused state leaves her unprepared for the sudden and humiliating confrontation initiated by the other woman. The setting suggests a power imbalance where the aggressor feels emboldened to act without fear of immediate repercussions. That white old lady, she lucky, because not every black people will take that. You have some black people, hey, trust me, when them head chip, especially Jamaicans act, then them think. Yeah, may I tell you, so our people stay. Such behavior often lead or stems from deep-seated entitlement, racism, prejudice, and unresolved conflict. Them feel say them are a superior being, and them feel say, them can't do black people anything. You understand? Yeah, that's how these people believe that's what they are. They're superior to black people. Spitting in someone's face is universally recognized as one of the most degrading and provocative form of disrespect. In this case, the aggressor escalates the insult by spitting not just once but twice, indicated a more than twice, deliberate, premeditated act rather than a momentary lapse in judgment. This repeated action amplifies the humiliation and sends a clear message of contempt. The aggressive behavior may be fueled by personal animosity, racial prejudice, or an intention to assert dominance over the woman washing dishes. The act itself is dehumanizing, reducing the victim to an object of scorn rather than acknowledge her dignity as a person. As me telling you already, you see all of them things, I see them, people them from Britain started. If you go back in America, a place named Jamestown in Virginia, up in Virginia, them started. Black people, we love everyone, And I tell you, so that's why you have a book named 1619, the project. I wish every Jamaican, if you can listen it on YouTube, you listen it. If you, especially you want them to like read. And you will learn some things about the United States of America and Britain. How racism starts and how them start slavery. Black people, are smart people, So don't bother feel like we are fools, The ones who are behaving like fools are because they want to be fools. You understand? And if you go back with Jamestown, you will understand where we are come from as a people. How we reach this point in time. The implication of this are profound and multifaceted. On a personal level, the woman washing the dishes facing an immediate choice, whether to respond or if so, how. Or a reaction, whether she retaliates, walk away, report the incident, or chooses another course of action, will shape the trajectory of the situation. Each response carries its own risk and consequences, particularly in an environment where power dynamics are skewed, and the victim may not feel empowered to stand up for herself. On a broader scale, this incident highlights systemic issues such as the normalization of disrespect towards caregivers, domestic workers, or individuals perceived as subordinate. People feel say, boy, because of them color, them skin. But guess what? I can tell you. No curious to the white people. Just listen this. No curious to the white people, them pretty. You say if them not have black jeans in them, trust me. You say like how you say Prince Charles of England, female wife Kamala, or she look like a real witch. No doctor can't fix that, you know. No plastic surgery can't fix them. They're saggy. And them they rugger hump on her skin, you know. Yes, that are white people. Some of them look good when them young. It's when they get all reeled up in them. I tell you, you swear say I watch a vampire show. Yeah man. Just look upon all the brother when named George Soros, where Buju Banton sell him soul to. Yeah, I tell you, I just saw it go. So that's why them say black no crack. So don't be ashamed. That's why black people, we're going to give you we try to educate them, you know, and make them know, say, all of the files they were here by, if you destroy you, you know. That's why black people end up with fire boys and all of these things. But here, you know, them not care, you know. Because them feel say we're in files here and all of these makeup make them look good. Boy, such dummies. Nothing beat naturality. That one is natural. So it raises important question about societal attitudes, workplace projections, and the pervasive devaluation of certain roles. Such actions, if left unchecked, perpetuate cycle of abuse and reinforce toxic hierarchies. Emotional and societal impact. For the woman who was patterned, the incident is likely to leave lasting emotional scars. The act of being publicly humiliated can erode self-esteem, fosters feelings of powerlessness, and even trigger trauma. Observers of the video may feel a mix of outrage, sadness, and helplessness, as the aggressor's behavior reflects a breakdown in basic human decency. Conversely, for the aggressor, this moment raises critical questions about accountability and the absence of empathy without facing consequences. Individuals like her may continue such behavior, perpetuating harm to others and normalizing aggression as a means of expression. This incident is a call to reflect on how such acts of disrespect and aggression are addressed both individually and collectively. Observers, bystanders, and those in possession of authority must consider how they would intervene in similar situations. Policies and protocols should be in place to ensure that victims of such incidents have safe avenues to report and seek redress without fear of retaliation. Additionally, this video serves as a reminder of the need for a cultural shift that prioritizes empathy, respect, and dignity for all individuals, regardless of their roles or consequences. Conversations about accountability and power imbalances must be at the forefront of addressing such behaviors. While the video captures a moment of aggression and humiliation, it also offers an opportunity to reflect on the underlying dynamics and push for a systemic change, in which it are really hard. We not trust me. As a world, we are regress now. Because you can see all of the criminal countries, them, the China, Russia, all of these countries where them believe they are them for control people, because people are end up now have no rights, you know, and people them have to go rebel. Some have to go just decide to be dead. In Russia, people now them not decide to fight because all of them are white people and them love the abuse. Them live in a third world country with nuclear weapon. Them are suffer, you know. Criminal for them government are criminal and thief, you know. Them just thief all our wealth, because you have to understand the richest entity in every country is the country itself. That's why people always want power, because that's all our money at the country. not from the business and them thing there. Every individual deserves to be treated with dignity and respect, and it's our collective responsibility to challenge actions that undermine these fundamental principles. As we say, how many of you could have maintained your composure in such a deep, humiliated and provocative situation, resisting the urge to respond with violence? As I tell you before now, may I tell you again, me know Jamaican people, I just saw it still. One thing I can tell you is that this black woman is a saint. Her ability to endure such a degrading and dehumanizing act without retaliating demonstrates extraordinary strength, grace, and self-control. It takes a rare kind of emotional resilience to navigate such an encounter with dignity, especially in a society where the challenges faced by black individuals are amplified by systemic inequalities and pervasive discrimination. Her restraint speaks volumes about her character and the burden she bears, a burden that many people of color have been forced to carry in silence for generations. This incident is not just an isolated event. It reflects a broader trajectory in America's social and political landscape, especially in the years following the election of Donald Trump. The rise of Trump to the presidency brought a seismic shift in public discourse, emboldening many to act out their prejudices openly and apologetically. For people of color, especially black Americans, this has meant an increase in public display of disrespect, microaggression, and outright hostility. As you hear, you have a thing where them call them Karen. Yeah, you have the Karens, them, where black people are run in a them own, which part them live. Karen, them call them Karen, them start. That's the right side of Donald Trump in a way. Man all go in them house and them have to know if him live there and all of that. So Donald Trump leadership style mark a very divisive language and a lack of accountability for inflammatory actions seem to give permission for individuals harboring bigoted beliefs to express them more freely. This has created a climate where incidents like the one depicted in the video are not only more common but are often met with apathy and tacit approval. Yeah man, for black Americans, the video serves as a sobering reminder to be prepared for public comments, moments of disrespect and humiliation. Such incidents are not limited to private spaces. They can occur in spaces, workplaces, public transportation, stores, and even on social media. The fact that these moments are often captured on video only highlight the prevalence of these behaviors and the lack of consequences for those who perpetrate them. For black women, in particular, the burden is twofold. They must contend not only with racism but also with the unique challenges of misogyny, a toxic intersection of racism and sexism. The woman in the video embodies the reality of this dual oppression, yet her response, a refusal to stoop to the level of her aggressor, stands as a testament to her strength, and everybody can take it, Incident like this one have a far-reaching implication for how America is viewed on a global stage. As a nation that has long prided itself as being the beacon of freedom, equality, and justice, the public display of such dehumanizing behavior contradicts the ideals it claims to uphold. The world watches as America grapples with its racial divisions, and the moment like this expose the gap between its rhetoric and its reality. The question arises, how can America lead the world in championing human rights when it continues to struggle with respecting the humanity of its own citizens? Well, this is something that has been going on from the days of Jamestown, when they relegate black people as being, lower than every other being on earth. And black people was labeled them 3/5 of a human being. And then centuries later, the same white man them say, the full human being is a black man, everybody else recessive. Yeah, black man are a dominant race on earth and the most hated. You'll never find a white man, a Arab, Indian, Chinese, can't be the fastest man on earth, because that's not how it is. That's the universe. And no matter how them try to kill black people, like how them kill off millions of the Indian them in America, them try that in Africa and it don't work. Return to sender, that's why AIDS spread all over the world. The video challenged the narrative of American exceptionalism, revealing the persistent undercurrent of racism and inequality that undermines its moral authority. Whether or not you want to believe it, that's how it is in America, Yeah, man, America, are one of the hellhole on earth for black people. Yeah, America is one of the greatest country, and America is one of the wickedest country on earth when it comes on to black people. In America. Yeah, man, that's what we tell you. And all of these people, during slavery, these are people who are from Britain. Yes, Mark Golden country. The incidents that wake up call for individuals and institutions alike to address the societal structures that allow such behavior to persist. It's a moment to reflect on how far America has come and how far it still has to go in the fight for racial justice. We don't think ever racism is something that is passed on from generation. It's like a disease. It's genetic. And if you notice the white people, you have some white people, no matter how you try to educate them through, about history and show them that when it comes on to violence, black people are the least violent people in the world. Black people being violent is something that's been imported and imparted to them. Black people are inherently not violent people, but yet them portray in America black people as the most violent people, because guess what, them live in a city and them prey upon each other. At that, so don't you think that is done by design? Remember, after slavery, black people were a unit, them live as one, as usual. Black people always allow themselves to be infiltrated by same white people who don't want nothing good for them and destroy them, because them create them wealthy community. Remember, I just jealousy, hatred, bad mind towards black people. Black Wall Street. Yeah, man, all of them things are born from the philosophy and opinion of Marcus gave his vision over 100 years ago. That. You understand? So, we are telling you, say, that's how it is. So the election of leaders who perpetuate division and prejudice only serve to deepen these wounds, but it's also offer an opportunity for resistance and change. Education and awareness, as a society, we must confront biases and fuel such behavior. Education about systemic racism, privilege, and empathy must be prioritized at every level, from schools to workplaces. Incidents like this cannot go unchecked. There must be systems in place to hold individuals accountable for acts of disrespect and aggression, regardless of their age, status, or background. Victims of public humiliation and aggression must have access to resources and support networks that validate their experience and empower them to seek justice. The kind of leadership America elects plays a critical role in shaping public discourse. Leaders who promote unity, respect, and accountability can help foster a climate where such incidents are less likely to occur. You have to understand, if people love it and want it, that's how them are gravitate to. Nothing you can do to change that. The black woman in this video is more than a victim. She's a symbol of resilience and grace in the face of adversity. Her ability to maintain her composure under such circumstances is powerful. It's a powerful reminder of the strength that black Americans have been forced to cultivate in a society that often denies them their humanity. As America continues to grapple with its racial and social divides, the world will watch closely how it addresses these moments of public disrespect. Will determine whether it can truly claim to be a leader of human rights and equality. This is a pivotal time for reflection, accountability, and action. And the choice made now will shape how America is viewed for a generation to come. One thing we always can say, remember, say, you can't shame the shameless. It's just simple as that. Yeah. That's how it is. Somebody evil, you can't change them. Evil can't even just get up and become good. And this is a moment just to remind you the kind of world we live in as black people. I've endured some things that I can share when I was in the military, and you have to have this kind of resilience as this woman. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.